I started KDP in 2016 and I've made a lot of mistakes along the way and I've learned a lot of things. Now that I look back, there are a lot of things that I wish I knew when I started and that I would do differently. So in this video, I'm going to show you the things that I've learned along the way those past years. So one myth I want to debunk is that it's too late to start a KDP business in 2025. And that can't be further from the truth. People say that it's saturated, the niches are saturated, but there are so many new publishers getting on board and making 5 figures a month from KDP and publishing their books right from the start. It is not too late. And if anything, this is probably a great time to start a KDP business. But don't be fooled, because of course the best time to start was yesterday and the next best time is today, because as more and more people do this, the niches will get more saturated. So if you want to start as soon as possible. So I do talk about AI and how you can use AI in your book creation, which is a wonderful thing now that obviously didn't exist years ago. I'm not going to get into that, but because AI is prevalent and so many people can use it, and there are so many books on Amazon that are generated with AI completely, like from cover to cover, all AI generated. What you should do so that you have an edge over your competitors is that if you choose to use AI, you have to create your book with better quality and your own unique personal touch, because that is going to be very, very much lacking in AI. And there are thousands of people creating books in probably less than an hour just because they can use AI. If you could spend more time on your book, make it higher quality, which really isn't that hard, you already have such a huge edge over your competitors. Now, what is another problem that most people seem to neglect? They don't put much attention to. And I hear this so many times, and people even come to me saying they have this great idea, and it probably is a great idea that they want to share with the world, or maybe it's their own personal story, which it might be a great story, and they want to publish it and they think it's going to make sales. And most of the time, almost 100%, I can tell that it's not going to be a successful book, because even though you think it's a great idea, nobody really cares, because all you need to care about is what your audience thinks, or if there is an audience. And most of the time, if your idea is very unique and very different and hasn't been done before, there will not be an audience for that type of book. So what you need to do is obviously validate that topic, that niche, make sure there is a significant amount of people that are interested in this topic or interested in that niche, to see if it is even valid in a competitive way. Because if it is too competitive, unless you have a very high budget, I wouldn't get into it. So validating your niche, validating your topic, making sure that it's sellable, that there is a market out there for it, that there is an audience out there for it, is very, very important. Here's another mistake that people make, and I've done this too, is, so maybe you know how to validate, or you know that you have found a niche or topic that has a pretty good market, and you want to try different ones because there are so many niches out there with good markets. So why not try them all? Well, that is a huge mistake, because you really, really need to focus on that one or two if you choose to move on to a different niche. But if you start spreading yourself thin, it is not going to be profitable, because you cannot focus on that one niche. The saying is, go deep, not wide. You do not want to try all these different niches. You want to go deeper in that niche, building an audience for that niche, building a long-term audience, creating more books on that topic, which in the end will start to bring sales to your older books. So your same market will just be buying your books. That will generate more income for you. So don't go wide, focus on a niche and stick with it. Another thing that might intimidate you or intimidate people is that maybe you got into a niche and your competitors, maybe they have been in that niche for 5 or 10 years. And there's a lot of book topics out there. Obviously, you're not starting from scratch. You're not going to make some new creation. You're going to create something that has been created before. But how do you compete when you have publishers who have been doing this for so long and they might seem like they have the larger part of the market? Well, you can always get into a niche if you have something unique in that niche, a unique selling point, an extra thing that maybe they're not offering. And if you can find that or find a problem that has not really been solved, or maybe people don't even know that they have this problem, and you can make them aware of this problem, then you already have an edge. And you could start even with 0 reviews and compete with someone who has, say, thousands of reviews, as long as you have something that you can offer extra in your book to your niche. So here is a problem that I have been able to identify with people who have a hard time being successful with KDP, being able to make sales, or being able to even move forward with their KDP business. And what differentiates those people from people who are making 6-7 figures a year with KDP is that they are action takers. They will actually take action on every single thing that they are learning. And trust me, I'm still learning, and I don't think I will ever stop learning. I'm still investing in myself. I'm still investing in courses. I'm still investing. There's always something new to learn. And the more you learn, obviously, the better you're going to get, and the more knowledgeable you are, and you're going to just keep improving. But there are so many people who just watch YouTube videos maybe, and they think they're just absorbing all the information, but are they action takers? Are they actually trying? That is very important. And sometimes I feel like we could actually trick ourselves into thinking, well, I watched the video, that's a really big step. Well, yeah, but are you actually implementing? Are you actually investing in your business? And I'm not talking about just money, but your time, which leads me to the next thing, which is you're going to have to pay some price to have success in anything, especially in any business, especially in any online business. And the weird thing is that maybe more than 2 decades ago, there was no such thing as creating a business with the amount of almost 0 budget. There was always so much investment, and it was such a high risk. I would say I think it was 95% of businesses fail within the first 5 years. So all these people can't pay off their business loan. The advantage that we have had over the past decade is that you can start with very, very little. And if you lose that money, you haven't lost that much, but you are gaining so much valuable experience. So either way, you can't be losing. But what a lot of people don't want to do is really invest in the business and invest in themselves, because there's no way that you're going to get your product out there and let the whole world know about it without spending some money. In the end, anybody can really start a KDP business. Not everyone is going to be successful, and yes, that is the harsh truth, and I'm not going to sugarcoat it, because you got to know it's not that easy. But compared to every other business out there, and I have tried everything. I have tried affiliate marketing, I have tried print on demand. They are actually good and successful. I can't say they're not, but they do have their drawbacks. There are things that you have to do in that you don't really have to do with KDP. So actually KDP is so much more easier, but it still requires work, investing with your time, putting effort in it. And if you can follow a system without making all the mistakes that I have made, you will reach your goal a lot faster. And that's what I'm here for. So if you want to know more, I have a link below where I walk you through and I will explain more about my course. So you need a structure, a way to know the steps, so you're not making all of these unnecessary mistakes. You could go that route and you could find your success, but it will take a lot longer because you have to go through everything and make all the mistakes. And smart business people and smart investors realize that if you can save time, you will reach your goal a lot faster, and it's a better investment. Invest in yourself, put the effort, and learn from someone who has made all the mistakes, so you don't have to. So all you have to do is go by the proven steps on how to create your book, how to publish it, how to market it successfully, so that you don't have to have so many book flops. I hope that helps and gives you some inspiration, and I will see you in the next video.